Come nearer, my darling. Put yourself against me. When the world becomes too noisy and your heart gets weary, let my voice be the spot you go back to. I am here as your buddy, who understands the plot of your tale and holds the key to the person we're always destined to be, not as a stranger speaking from a distance. I am aware of the nights you remain silent and the mornings you woke up with bruises. I heard the prayers you muttered to yourself, the ones you believed were insignificant. I say this simply and tenderly. Whatever you spoke in the shadows was in vain. Every sigh was captured in my heart's chambers. I collected each tear and held on to it until I could turn it into a song. You have experienced seasons that have left you with hollow spots. For a while, those are rooms I am getting ready to fill, not empty spaces. They will be full of purpose, fun, and people who return the kindness I have always had for you. You often believe that the absence of pain is the true test of your life, but I can tell you that the true test is how you have learned to love, despite suffering, and how you have opened your hands when the world asked you to clench them. Your testimony is that that's what you're good at. Listen. The monsters that previously stalked your tranquility have begun to quiet down. I've put my hand on the weighty things, like the debts that made your stomach turn to mush, the insomnia that made your mind work against you, and the dread that told you you weren't good enough. You all battled in ways you never identified. So, I won't pretend the task concluded without a struggle. You struggled with embarrassment. You struggled with unfulfilled commitments. You struggled with opportunities that appeared to come and go, like trains in the night, and doors that remained unopened. However, you remained firm. Your little yes was retained. You maintained your faith in the little things, like a prayer at the break of day, an act of thankfulness, a courageous apology, and a reluctance to say the words that would have made you feel cut off. Those little yeses turned into mountains of testimonies. Allow me to state this clearly. The storm you have been enduring is coming to an end. Your mind's howling wind will go silent. The light that won't go out is overcoming the darkness that taught you to shrink. As someone who has loved you from the beginning, I say this: I am releasing you from the grip of the season of acute poverty, the evenings of financial anxiety, the silent what-ifs, when expenses pile up and hope looks pricey. I can assure you that I am arranging provision in ways that coincide with your calling, but I cannot guarantee that every door will open at the first knock. Anticipate helpful assistance. Be prepared for hands to show up in unexpected places. Anticipate originality, concepts that will infuse your everyday work with a sense of freshness. This should not be interpreted as a guarantee of a test-free existence. I'm not saying that you won't face difficulties. In the future, I'll state it more firmly. Fear won't control you. You will encounter what results from a resting stance, rather than a panicked one. You will. Respond to the enemy's attempts to revive past fears with a serenity that opportunities will present themselves, with a feeling of rightness, not uncomfortable fits, but doorways that embrace you and the purpose I have given you. Angels are appointed, the messengers you hear about. When you felt most alone, they were there. They may not have been visible to you, but they have relocated. They have provided you with just-in-time insight, protected your slumber, and stopped what would have hurt you. Don't be shocked if a beneficial chat, an unexpected appearance, or a timely idea opens a path. These aren't random occurrences. They are my generosity shown via heavenly messengers who enjoy spreading goodness and justice to the world. My child, walk boldly in faith and love with your Super Thanksgiving $5. Let the truth of my word reach those who long for the light. Join me in this divine mission to heal and uplift. Click on the Super Thanksgiving button and be enveloped in my grace now. And listen to this message further. Breathe with me now. Exhale the falsehood you have held, and inhale the truth I proclaim. I want you to realize something important. When it's done, it's done. When I say the sentence over you is closed, I'm not teasing. The pattern that appeared to keep coming back, the circle that repeated loss and suffering, has been broken at its foundation through my covenant commitment, not just yours. My serenity is taking the place of concern as the default. My spirit is elevating the melody of your value. When fear said you were tiny, you used to be alone, but now you have me at your side. Providential times are on the horizon, when doors will open just when you need them. Your ability to discern will improve in ways that seem natural to you. You will be able to tell when to talk and when to wait, when to move and when to sit. This is communion, not performance. Keep me near you as you would with a good friend. Speak with me, tell me the big and the little things. Allow worship to become the tempo of your home. Praise is not only for the altar, it is also for the cart trip, when worries ring the corridor where you rush, and the table where you share bread. Create room for me in the mundane, and see how the mundane is transformed into the sacred. Your weariness is evident. I can tell that. Carrying more than you were supposed to made your bones feel tired. Rest, not idle rest, but rest. With my hand over your life is what I call you to. Put the performance on hold. Stop striving what you were never meant to bear by yourself. I will carry. Accept the statement that you are forgiven. Your shortcomings do not define who you are. They serve as gateways to humility, which allows you to experience more of my kindness. Join me in saying I am forgiven. I'm free. For those of you who worrying about potential dangers, such as the silent fear of money, the strain of relationships, or the success-related concern that stifles happiness, know that I am with you in all future calculations. The time, the personnel, and the numbers don't surprise me. I'm never caught off guard. Prepare carefully where I direct you to prepare. Steward well. Receive good advice and do the tiny things well. However, avoid memorizing fear as a script. Rather, engage in prophetic imagination by seeing positive outcomes that are made possible by my presence. Imagine the kid being healed, the door opening, the meal full, and the reconciliation achieved. Your imagination is a source of optimism, not something to be taken lightly. I'll now talk directly about healing. Not the kind of healing that repairs a body, but the kind that restores identity. When your soul's weather changes, certain wounds continue to hurt. Deliver them to me. Instead of becoming open wounds of humiliation, let them serve as windows of witness. I'll sew them up, I shall restore the once ruined sites to their former splendor. When you share your experience, someone else will have the strength to continue fighting, and you will cherish those wounds like trophies of grace. I'll also gently caution you, don't use your downtime as a reason to distance yourself from the community. Togetherness is a source of strength. I introduce you to folks for a season or a lifetime. You should be on the lookout for those who come with sensitive truth. Give them access, allow them to be honest with you, and then humble yourself to accept it. Similarly, protect your emotions against those who will use your kindness. Kindness and wisdom must coexist. When necessary, set limits. Boundaries are the rails that keep your tail on course. They are not barriers. You are not alone, you belong. This membership is a way to unite with my family. In love, hear me now. I am giving you more bravery. You will develop a steady courage where you formerly doubted. It will act rather than yell. It will make the calls you have been putting off. Ask the necessary questions and sign the appropriate documents. Boldness is not arrogance, dear. It's only a matter of fitting in with who I created you to be. I'm calling you to take on duties you previously believed were best left to others. So that seat, deliver that message. Speak the word that will transform your future. The world needs the talents I have fashioned you with. Don't conceal them. Relationships are also changing as a result of me. There will be a deeper, more genuine alignment in the renewal of certain relationships. Others are not intended to accompany you into this new chapter, so they will fall sideways, gently released. The delicate release should not be seen as a failure. It is a component of pruning that creates room for fresh fruit and health. The people who are left will tenderly embrace your heart. Lessons that anchor you will be left by those who go. I remember the ministry of your hands. Beloved, I am honoring the crafts of your mind and the labor of your fingers. I'm not offering sudden fame or fortune, but I am promising rewards for consistent work. Anticipate genuine and consistent growth. Anticipate doors that fit. Anticipate purpose-aligned provision. Give generously of what you have been spared, and take good care of what I have given you. Mercy flows through your life like a stream. When you are generous, giving from the excess creates opportunities for further blessings and shows that you believe in my supply. I have a message for those of you who are struggling with both success and failure-related fears by telling you that you would lose yourself if you utilize what you have. There is a fear that enjoys keeping you tiny. It's a lie. You will become the person I always intended you to be. If you make the most of your abilities, regarding success, don't be scared of its burden. Put it on with humility, instead of using it as a stage for self-aggrandizement. Let it serve as a platform for benefiting others. Now, let me talk about miracles. Miracles are the consistent rearranging of reality to deliver blessings. They are not only dazzling bursts in fiction. A missed deadline suddenly finds favor. A medical chart that indicated fear gives way to a fresh diagnosis of healing. A child's far away heart goes back toward the table. These are examples of how I'm working practically. Don't close your eyes, hold out your hands to accept. Miracles often appear in the form of little, everyday items such as a phone call, a check, or words of encouragement from a person you hardly know. Keep in mind who loves you when the unexpected happens. If you are prompted to forgive someone you have held on your ledger of grief, don't be shocked, my love. Forgiveness is releasing your heart. Not forgetting it frees you from the load of resentment and creates room for joy. Do it, even if your voice trembles. Say it out loud. It will open doors that are hidden from view. I want you to do something simple with me right now. Before I go any further, take 6 deep breaths. Remind yourself of one thing. With every breath, I'm with you. Release the misconception that you are alone. On the exhale, when you feel anxious, keep that beat as a kind of mini prayer. Now, a word of advice on finances and provision. Use your resources wisely. Make plans, but don't let spreadsheets control you like a god. Consider practical choices with prayer. Consult a lawyer, be truthful in your interactions. Integrity is blessed by me. I provide blessings to those who serve with excellence and labor with care. All increased loyalty. I invite you to be creative. When you are in a state of scarcity, the sort that has faith in me, to expand what is available and to open doors you were unaware were connected to your job. Expect little prods from angels. Once again, a stranger could remark something that helps you see things more clearly. Perhaps an old acquaintance may come back to provide a hand. Perhaps the solitude of the early morning may provide the thought that breaks the impasse. These aren't just coincidences. Pay attention when I speak over you. Type I receive if you're prepared to accept the healing. Certain aspects of your life, such as speaking with family members, approaching employers, and taking risks, in relationships will call for bravery. Perform them when you're at rest. Put yourself in the position of someone who has previously been favored. Speaking from that location will change how you are heard. Talk clearly and don't back down from your beliefs. When love is solid, it is not weak. Be courteous yet honest. Let compassion temper the truth. I'm inviting you to a resilient existence that is based on gentle repair rather than grizzled survival. Resilience is the ability to feel and keep moving forward, not the inability to feel. You've learned to take me down the valley with you, so when the bad times come again, you won't be the same. As a technique, keep in mind to mention your fear, and then a promise of mine whenever it arises. Place them next to each other. Make the promise more audible. Continue to accompany me through this chapter. My love, they're ordering your steps more softly now. I'm easing the route where you used to have to struggle with each step. Opportunities that fit not just your needs, but also your heart's form will present themselves. You won't have to force your spirit into unsuitable spaces in order to recognize you for who you are. Gifts, stories, wounds, and laughter. I am arranging favors. Anticipate doors that open with a feeling of justice, doors that convey peace and dignity. I want to talk to the people who are silently burdened by comparison. You have seen others and used their highlight reel to gauge your own value. Comparison deceives about identity and robs people of their delight. You're right on the path I planned for you. You're not falling behind. Heaven has a schedule that is intentionally different from the world's clock. The delay was always a prelude, not a punishment. You were honed by the waiting. Learn to hear my voice in quiet places and develop strength that you may not use to help others. The vineyard is more concerned with quality than speed. So keep this in mind when you're tempted to measure yourself. Where I have put you, grow. I am at work for those of you who are struggling with fragile relationships, such as stressed marriages, strained friendships, or frayed family bonds. Have the courage to seek for assistance, to express what is hurting, and to accept humble correction. Simple actions like sending a letter, apologizing honestly, and offering to listen may sometimes be the first steps toward reconciliation. But I also advise you to guard your heart. Not all relationships are intended to be completely restored to their previous state. Some are released to allow you to breathe, while others are intended to be changed into something better. Have faith in me when it comes to trimming. Keep the excellent individuals close to you, close at hand. Now listen to me as I discuss influence and ministry. If I have given you a calling in life, it is an invitation to serve, not a title or an accident. Being influential is a duty. Instead of tearing down, use what you have to raise. Use words that are healing. Give the timid courage. Show compassion by using your platform. no matter how big or little. Authenticity is a gift from me. Be kind while speaking the truth. More people will adhere to honesty than to perfection. Instead of using your errors as an excuse to hide, let them serve as windows for learning. I also want to talk to those who are worn out by the production culture and who associate worth with work and relaxation with sloth. This must end. A to-do list does not define your value. You weren't designed to perform for love. You were made to be loved. To rest is to worship. The Sabbath is an invitation to live, not a luxury reserved for the spiritually affluent. Set aside the things that prevent you from resting deeply and healing. Acquire the rhythm of presence and pause your relationships. Creativity and joy will all thrive inside the Sabbath rhythm. During some times, temptation will appear with a smile. Relationships that want you to change who you are. Success that demands you to put aside your humility. And rapid prosperity that demands compromise. I'll tell you straight, stick to the facts. Avoid taking quick cuts at the expense of your soul. Though it may not always be the quickest route, the straight road is the one that brings about enduring tranquility. Protect your integrity as if it were your soul's compass, because it is. For those who have lost a child, a dream, a romance, or a health issue that took a turn for the worse, sorrow is not something you can ignore. You have to cross the river carefully. I am in that crossing with you. Allow me to serve as a bridge. Don't allow the absence dictate your future. Instead, cherish the memories. Those who have experienced profound loss are shown a kindness that the outside world cannot see. Your bed has been surrounded by angels. You and I have sat in the dark. We remember your tears. The laughter that will return is a promise of renewal, rather than a betrayal of the one you lost. Some of you are waiting for a child, for a body to heal, or for a reunion that seems unattainable. Instead of waiting passively, wait with holy hope to develop character. Make use of your waiting. Discover how to worship in the midst. The response will have the appropriate time and structure when it is given. Not all not yet-s are closed doors, and not all no-s are irreversible. I maintain perfect time and I move with the seasons. I will now discuss your thinking urgently. Your life is shaped by your thoughts. Don't let a cynical society make you heartless. Think positively. Words are seeds. Refrain lies when the adversary whispers. You fail, proclaim, I am being rebuilt. When the enemy says you can't, declare with God, I can bring vitality into your days. Declare the truth about your situation. I am chosen, I am equipped. I am not alone. These are spiritual levers, not just catchphrases. Allow me to provide you some helpful advice on stress and anxiety. Don't underestimate yourself as the strain increases. When it makes sense, act. and when it is necessary, take a break. Tell someone you trust about your anxieties. Stoic quiet is not as spiritual as unburdening. Asking for assistance when you need it is a sign of strength. And make use of the resources of provided prayer, fellowship, rest, wise advice, and the practice of thankfulness. The nervous system picks up new beats as you practice these techniques. When the time comes, your body will follow your faith. I want you to take with me this bold declaration. I am putting your life back on track. What was intended for devastation, I shall redirect into avenues of prosperity. Testimonies of my generosity are being weaved into the losses that seemed irreparable. Allow that hope to become ingrained in you. There will be little then bigger signs that I am working. Doors will open, discussions will go inside, sometimes without warning. Those who previously opposed your advancement may realign. Your life is being arranged by heaven's fingerprints. To those who are afraid of success, I understand. Success may not look like what you anticipate. It could bring with it new temptations, responsibilities, and prominence. I urge you to maintain your generosity and humility. Because of this, allow your prosperity to be used as cash to benefit others. Include me in all plans. For clarification on how to manage new influence, ask me. Be in the company of folks who will tell it like it is and who value your heart more than your appearance. Your love and support mean everything to us as we continue sharing God's message of hope, faith, and blessings. If this message has touched your heart, we humbly invite you to show your gratitude by giving at least $11. Super thanks are your choice each month. Whoever can give super thanks, please give as much as possible. And whoever cannot, please try to read this message completely. Your generosity helps us create more uplifting content that inspires souls and brings people closer to God. By clicking the Super Thanks button below, you're not just supporting our work, you're becoming a part of this divine mission to spread God's love to those who need it most. Thank you for your kindness. Stay blessed, stay joyful, and may God's grace always be with you. Allow me to discuss opportunities and work miracles, a promotion, a project, or a collaboration may be imminent for some of you, and you will need to take the initiative. Be dependable in the little things to be ready today. I value loyalty, I'll give you more. When you do well in the little things, the beginning is not to be hated. The proper beginnings are modest and have long-lasting results. And to those who are concerned about providing for their kids' education, crises, or other needs, I am keeping an eye on the little things. I do not disregard your pragmatic concerns. Use common sense, set aside money where you can. Seek assistance when necessary, and continue to be giving where you can. I feed the birds, so how much more will I feed you? Keep that in mind. Refrain your computations in light of that fact. Fearful preparation smothers hope. Courage is fueled by faith and wise preparation. Let's talk about friendship now, dear. The companions who were meant for you will be there to stand by your side throughout stormy nights and to laugh with you when the sun comes up. Develop connections that are kind while embracing the truth. Don't accept relationships that are superficial. Spend time with those who are prepared to put in the effort to be honest and helpful, and be a buddy like that. Being a friend might sometimes require showing up in commonplace and awkward ways. The foundation of a devoted life is made up of those little deeds. Your progress will seem to be sluggish at times. Honor the little victories throughout the day. Plant little flags of appreciation. I got closer. I spoke the truth where necessary. I made amends when I might have withdrew. I enjoyed it. These are not insignificant. They are becoming's marrow. Progress is often slow and gradual, rather than startling. Continue, enter. I am free if you're willing to enter. This season of liberation that I'm extending to you, I will now discuss spiritual combat. Not to frighten you, but to arm you. Some forces will attempt to re-establish previous patterns. Acknowledge them without becoming scared. Make use of the tools I've given you. Declaration, community prayer, truth and worship. Don't allow fear be the last thing that speaks. Remember the promises I made to you. Say them out loud. Tell the truth about who you are. When the accuser talks, I own you. No condemnation can override the power of that name. You may experience spiritual dryness on certain days, when worship seems robotic and prayer seems flimsy. These are transitions rather than failures. Simpler things to do at such times include reading a psalm, taking a stroll outdoors, spending time with a loved one, and writing down your previous beliefs. Small rituals are often what rekindle the heart. Keep in mind that the relationship, not the technique, is what matters most. Additionally, I am restoring your home, beloved. Where there was conflict, I am calming people down. I am introducing frank and therapeutic dialogue where there was none. Have the guts to lead with humility rather than force. Sometimes being a leader means gently insisting that we go back to the table. Apologize and listen. If you don't allow previous grievances dictate how things are done in your house, it may become a haven. Recognize that regret is not the last word. For those of you who are inclined to look back with regret, it has the potential to instruct. Learn what you need to learn, then use what you've learned to advance. Don't let remorse hold you back. Make smarter judgments by using it as a roadmap. Continue to be wise. You will experience unexpected periods of happiness, including unexpectedly occurring moments of laughing, suddenly occurring mending, and friendships that start in unexpected locations. Give yourself permission to enjoy them guilt-free. Enjoy the positive things I provide. Joy is sacred additionally. Celebrating is a spiritual practice. Be on the lookout for tangible indications of favor. My darling, a call, an updated invoice, a punctual appointment, someone from the neighborhood who brings meals. Angels respond in everyday ways. Don't overlook these little affirmations. I use them as the breadcrumbs to help you stay on course with your faith. I would want to address influential people and leaders. Being a leader is a demanding job. Since you are trusted by others, be a responsible leader. Select those who will tell you the truth. Avoid arrogance. Pride steals perspective in a stealthy manner. Remain modest as I did serve those you lead. Do more than simply preach. Wash people's feet. If you stay near me and surround yourself with individuals who will hold you accountable, your leadership may serve as a conduit for grace to all. Dreamers, artists, and creators, you have a sacred imagination. Don't let your music be silenced by fear of the market or of criticism. Make the little things in your day beautiful. Art is a healing language. You allow people to have hope when you offer your talents. Show courage in the actual task and leave the results to me. A gentle reality, your body is important. Both rest and care are spiritual. Wherever you can eat healthily, make movements that respect your body. When you need assistance, ask. Wearing oneself out has no spiritual value. Those who take good care of the life I have given them are in my presence. Let's talk about ambition and success now. Ambition driven by love and service, rather than a need to show one's worth, is something I applaud. I will support your success when your objectives are linked to a generous heart. Allow others to benefit from your accomplishment. Exchange mentoring time and resources. Construct ladders for those who are behind you. This is shrewd. Giving is the currency that increases kingdom thriving. There will come a time when your impact grows. Others will start to ask you for advice. Kids will want to be brave, like you, and initiatives will grow. Have no fear of influence. Let it serve as a platform for the kindness gospel. Take others with you as you ascend. Confession to a safe person is advised for those who harbor hidden guilt and humiliation. Silence is adored by shame. The item loses its potency when you give it a name. Get restored, it's a long path back, but it's genuine. I'll greet you politely on it. Don't allow secrecy to steal your happiness. Let the healing process start by bringing things into the open. I would also want to discuss your future, like chess pieces moving on a board without guidance. Many of you have been attempting to predict where I would put you next. Give up speculating, inquire. Consult a lawyer, take care of the little things next. When I'm ready, I'll provide the steps. Live sincerely in the here and now. Throughout the meantime, sow the seeds of knowledge. Practice service, forgiveness, and generosity today. These are the seeds that will grow into your future. Risk-taking will be encouraged. It will take guts to do them. While some risks are prudent, others are careless. Apply guidance and prayer as a filter. A prudent risk respects your calling and your family. A careless decision puts both at risk. Step with others while you go out. Ballast is provided by the community. I can see the effort of your affection, parents among you. I cherish the sacrifices you made and the late nights you spent up. Don't be too harsh on yourself for your faults. Being a parent is messy and sacred. More than performance, teach your kids about heart. Set an example of humility. Set an example of repentance. Serve as an example of worship. They are ready for a life of profound trust, thanks to these activities. To those who are single and waiting for a partner, don't let a relationship define who you are now. Live life to the fullest. Allow your friendships to be authentic and deep. Do the task I assigned you. Relationships will be an addition rather than a rescue. When they do occur, ask for wisdom in prayer. Seek a partner that is dedicated to progress and who shares your beliefs. Don't sacrifice your morals for momentary ease. Your character will be put to the test in easily accessible little spaces. An opportunity requires some bending. A cashier misreads your change. Your preparation for more responsibility is shaped by how you handle minor situations. Being honest in the little things sets you up for big things. Your calling is being restored by me. I'm rekindling the fire where discouragement has smothered your willingness to serve. I'll help you understand your calling and provide you with doable measures to fulfill it. You won't have to demonstrate your worth. Moments of alignment, people who show up when they should, resources that come in, and doors that open will validate your calling. Now, dear, when conviction, not condemnation, comes to you, listen. Growth is a result of conviction. Embarrassment follows condemnation. I encourage you to act and be humble in your response to conviction. Don't dwell on your failures. Admit your wrongdoing, make amends if you can, and proceed with more strength. During certain seasons, provision may appear differently than you anticipated. Perhaps not a big amount, but a consistent enough rise to stabilize your life. Perhaps not a glamorous position, but a profession that brings calm and routine. These are presents, accept them, without evaluating them against your perceived needs. Frequently, blessings appear in the form of regularity. I have a strong message for struggling marriages. Don't quit up without making a sincere attempt. With good assistance, counseling, prayer, and open communication, fight for your marriage. Avoid the temptation to minimize marriage for practical reasons. become vulnerable to rediscover closeness. Hold on to the hope of restoration in cases when desertion has occurred, but also cling to common sense about safety and decency. Distance is sometimes necessary for healing. Ask for wisdom and offer up prayers for bravery. When stress hits, you'll be tempted to revert to your old coping strategies, darling. Avoid going there. Spiritual activities such as breathing prayer, open communication, physical activity, and treatment, if necessary, may take the place of destructive routines. There are several ways to become numb in the current society. Instead, decide to be cured. Certain doors will open up in your ministry and profession. Get your heart ready to receive praise. In a humble manner, when you get praise, look beyond yourself. When criticism is offered, consider it carefully. Learn from honest and polite criticism. Rejection shouldn't define you. Rejection is a tool for redirection when necessary. It is not the last word. I want to talk about prophetic times now. Those occasions when you feel like I'm giving you a message or a direction. Gently hold them, compare them to the Bible. Sage advice and fruit, while discernment provides protection. The Spirit speaks. Never base your whole existence on an unconfirmed impression. Ask the community to comment and consider in prayer. You'll see noticeable changes in relationships, mental calm, and provision. Maintain a journal, note any minor confirmations. You can see my care's fingerprints. When the adversary says that nothing has changed, a weapon against uncertainty is memory. Reading over your papers again will make you remark, I see it now. These records will help you do better on examinations in the future. Additionally, I'm urging you to practice spiritual discipline by being generous. Wherever possible, give when offered with compassion. Even a little donation may create pathways to blessings. Donate your riches, your skill, and your time. You are in line with the kingdom. Economics that expands when you give others. Blessings from the excess. And now a gentle and straightforward command. Pay attention to me. Not about the commotion, not about the analogies, nor about the anxiety. The core of stability is myself. Worship, prayer, community, and humility are the cornerstones of a resilient and prosperous life. In your household, let worship be strong and commonplace. More than performing, teach your kids to sing. Let the home serve as a forum for expressions of appreciation. Some people will oppose the good that is coming your way. Don't be shocked. Not everyone is going to rejoice, but don't allow their opposition take away your happiness. God bless them. Offer your prayers for them. Keep your heart safe from resentment. Goodness is choked by bitterness, which has deep roots. Plant forgiveness instead. I'm bringing a crop, beloved, one that anxiety won't take away. This season has produced a variety of benefits, including mended relationships, consistent supply, improved health, sharper discernment, joyous worship, courageous witness, and a greater love for me. Open your hands and accept it. You are being honored by me. You'll hear affirmations like "you were right," "we need you," and "come lead." Let honor serve as a chance to be humble. Take the compliment and give it to me. Open doors for others by using your honor. Raise the voices of those who are yet mute. Some new friendships will be stable as the northern star, while others will come like comets, dazzling, fleeting, and passionate. Be aware of both types. Cherish the stable comments for the journey ahead. Appreciate the comments for the season they bring. Let friendship be a source of happiness rather than stress. Your tale is being rewritten in the background. Out of your line of sight, beloved. The spots where you felt lost are being rewritten by me. I am super, imposing a song over the line that sorrow had engraved. Step into that tune. Allow it to influence how you describe yourself now. Talk about Triumph Amen. Please subscribe to support our channel and turn on bell notification